Hello Taurus, it is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your April 2019 reading, guys. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. While I got your attention, please don't forget to check out the description box below on information on how to book a personal reading with moi, and also just any fun information like my Instagram, SoundCloud, the cards and decks that I use, and the crystals, okay? And happy birthday to the April Taurus. Don't think that I forgot about y'all. I love me a nasty Taurus. As I always say, I'm a Taurus moon, so like, I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so let's see what's going on for April 2019 for you guys, all right? Okay, the Empress just kind of made its appearance, and what I want to say to you guys is like, I am sensing a stubborn streak in y'all for whatever reason. I'm sensing that like you're not budging on something. Like you're like, no. No. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I hope I figure out why. But you're just being really stubborn on something. Two. And one more shuffle for Taurus, please. Alright, let's see what's going on for Taurus in April 2019, please. Taurus reading, April 2019. Taurus reading, and Taurus in 3, 2, and 1. Let's see what's going on for Taurus, April 2019. All right, no flyers, Taurus. Pretty interesting. Pretty subtle energies. All right, let's see what's going on. So you have the King of Cups, all right? So you yourself could be stepping into this role, or you could be connecting with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio water sign, or just somebody who's creative, artistic, open, emotionally open, and very, like, mature and wise and sage. It's kind of like they've been there, done that type attitude. So now they're just focusing on sharing. I think this person has compassion and empathy towards others, okay? And like I said, this can be, sorry, I had to fix my intent. But, like, this could be your energy. This could be somebody that you're connecting with or dealing with, okay? So let's see. All right, so we have the Emperor sitting high and mighty in the heart of this reading. This is my Aries and Taurus card, so both of them summed up perfectly, being as we are in Aries season. And like I said, you guys, somebody's being stubborn. We had the Empress earlier, so somebody's really sitting on their throne and kind of refusing to budge. So we have the Queen of Swords, yep, coming up as the foundation energy. A lot of personalities going into this. It's just kind of like I'm seeing with the Emperor in the middle, the King of Cups here, and the Queen of Swords here. It's kind of like the devil and angel on my shoulder. It seems like, Taurus, you're put in the situation where you're having to make a decision with your emotions as well as your logic, all right? And so, oh man, I was about to make a reference that I can't make. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I was about to make an R. Kelly reference and I just can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But it's just like one part of your body is saying one thing while your mind is telling you something else, okay? I won't act it out, but that's essentially what's happening. I'm getting, yeah. Conflict, yeah, is the present moment, and I think it's this, if it's an outer conflict, it's like you are having to play mediator, like you're having to be the grown-up one. You're having to be the one to be like, oh, okay, here, you know, you are a Yana Fix My Life. Like, you're the mediator, you're Maury, you're Jerry Springer, if it's two personalities that are just refusing to see eye to eye, and you're just kind of caught up in the middle of it. And I think that both of them are, quote, right in their own way. You know, right or wrong, yeah. But somebody's refusing to see another's emotion. This could be a partnership that you yourself are involved in, where somebody's coming to you like, look, this really hurt my feelings, and then the person on the other end is like, but your feelings shouldn't be hurt because they weren't even a factor in this to begin with. Like, the fact that you got hurt, you had nothing to do with this. So the fact that, you know, you could go pout in a corner, I don't really care, like, because that has nothing to do with me. Somebody's taking, like, a really staunch kind of stance, and they're not necessarily wrong. It's just that, like, make sure that in your quest of righteousness that you're not invalidating somebody's feelings, okay? Because people are entitled to their feelings. Now, whether you feel like they're justified or not, it's really not up for you to decide. All you can do is listen to this person and be like, okay, I hear you, I understand it. Maybe this is a tick for you. I won't try to do this in the future. Or this is one of those things where, like, you just need to just you know, hear it, all right? Try not to shut this person down. And if it's internal, if it's within, you know, try not to shut yourself down if you're experiencing emotions. You're allowed to experience emotions even if they don't make sense. Emotions don't make sense. That's the beauty of them. That's the chaos and the conflict. That's why this is chaos tarot and not, you know, Saturn tarot and not organized tarot. There is beauty in chaos, okay? And so through those emotions that you're experiencing, you can learn those lessons. Again, with the Queen of Swords, so there's been some type of trials and tribulations. There's been some type of lessons that Taurus have needed to learn and adapt to. And so now it's time to put those in practice. You've done the work, okay? But there is a conflict that is steady right now with the Five of Wands being the heart of the reading. All right, and the most likely outcome we do have is the Four of Cups. And then the card of advice we have is the Three of Pentacles. This has been creeping into a lot of readings, all right? As far as just working, I think a lot of people are really like putting their nose to the grindstone with other people. A lot of people are finding their tribe, of people that they want to be around, the people that have the same goals and ideals as you do. Like, you're not necessarily having to completely bend over backwards in order to impress a situation. It just is, and you can just be really beautiful type energy. But I do see the conflict coming to a head. I do see a stubbornness that's happening in this. And the advice is also here with the Three of Pentacles it's teamwork, okay? You guys have to collaborate. There's a collaboration here. People have to get along. Why can't we all just get along? It's kind of like what I'm hearing. And I think that you might be the person expressing that. I think that you're caught up in the middle of this. I think that this is something that's surrounding you, or it's very, very internal. But remember that it's a group effort. Like, you can't be the only one pulling the weight, all right? The other person can't be the only people dictating what's going on. There's a need for balance, okay, and communications, and not just being like, well, I'm right because I'm right. And if you think that I'm not right, you're wrong. You know, it takes a little bit more than that. Why is the Four of Cups the most likely outcome, please, for Taurus? Why is the Four of Cups the most likely outcome? 3, 2, and oops. Okay. Yep. Miscommunications again. All right. So we have the Five of Swords again, paired with the Queen of Cups. So again, that to me symbolizes some miscommunication about somebody's emotions and validating somebody's emotions for the sake of being right. So there's an offer that's going to come in, and I think that it's at a standstill with the Four of Cups. I don't see anybody budging. I don't see anybody budging from this in April this month. I just see it being very stagnant. If you are the one who has to have your head on your shoulders, then by all means, keep your head on your shoulders, because the two people involved in this King of Cups character, this Queen of Swords character, or even the Queen of Cups character, there's just an imbalance between emotion and logic. And it's just created like this friction, and you just seem to be sitting pretty in the middle of it. Try not to take anything of this like too personally, guys. I don't think that this is like a personal thing. It's just, some people just miscommunicate. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to have falling outs with people, you know? Keep things interesting and keep things spicy. Sometimes it's just not smooth. I don't see this being a negative month for you guys. I just don't see it being the smoothest of the smooth months. Like, I just see you being like, oh, here we go again. Like, oh my gosh. But again, try not to be too stubborn. If you're the one that's in the middle of this, then don't be stubborn, okay? What's going on with Taurus, please, for the month of April? Yep. Month of April, please, for Taurus. And all right, we're gonna take all right. So we have meditate and contemplate with the Piscean energy here, and that's what I'm saying. Remember to be empathetic towards the circumstances that are surrounding. Some of you guys are dealing with Pisces. You're dealing with visionaries. You're dealing with people who are artistic and creative, and perhaps you're trying to put your efforts into your creative and artistic process. So with meditate and contemplate that we have here, it can be mediate, you know, like there is a mediation that has to happen here in order to resolve this Five of Wands conflict. I do see it resolving, okay? I don't see this lingering for much longer, but I see it for whatever reason just being kind of like the talk of the town for April. It's just kind of like gossip, drama, or whatever. So if you have to remove yourself from it because you're not really that invested into it, then do that. And if you're an active member in it and you still need to like chill, you know, remember that guides are in it. This is just one of those miscommunication things where people are just not seeing eye to eye. But you will. This isn't like a permanent thing. So don't get too like bogged down. It's just, this is, you know, take a breath, take a step back, all right? And then we have expect powerful change. So there are changes ahead. And I think it's once you step out of this, you'll learn how to better articulate yourself. You'll learn when to stay out of things. Like, it's like one of those things where this could be like some drama that's surrounding you, and you're just kind of like, you know, why am I even bothered in this? This has nothing to do with me. Like, I knew I need to sit my ass down and mind my own business. Like, some of you guys are going to take that lesson away from this and just being like, if it has nothing to do with me, then leave me out of it. I have work that I need to focus on. I have things that I need to build. I think some of you are going to be thinking that way, you know, which is why also the Three of Pentacles is here to think about who are you surrounding yourself with, who are you hanging out with, who are you sharing and splitting your resources with. Is it worth it, or is it just a problem? Are you just enabling shenanigans? All right, so you guys are going to be thinking about that too. And then once you come to those conclusions, and it doesn't even have to be no for all of those, you can just be like, you know, I need to spend less time with this person. I just need to adjust my thinking about how I'm spending my time and who I'm collaborating with. All right, it could be some adjustments that way. But a big change and big shift will happen because it shifts your focus, all right? And then we have here, confidence is your key to success. So it's really embodying that fire sign, that Aries energy that we are in as far as like going towards your goal and being confident that you're going to be able to succeed, all right? There is a patience that you're being asked and required of. And as you move forward with it, you're going to start getting confident with each step you take, all right? And even through this battle royale, all right, of egos, and the egos are huge in this, including yours. I love it. But even the battles are huge in this, I'm sorry. Don't lose yourself because these other people think that they're so high and mighty. You have just as much to say. It's just a matter of learning when is it the time to say it, okay? So we also have time for a nap, which I always consider a Piscean card too, because it's my favorite card. Because that's what happens when you get overwhelmed by things. You know, time for a nap, meditate and contemplate. It's all about kind of getting internal, understanding that this is just noise. You're surrounded by noise. You don't have to be in it. There's no reason for you to be caught up in the shenanigans. If it has nothing to do with you, you could have started off with the best intention, like, excuse me, I'm just here to pack up and support my friend. And now all of a sudden, excuse me, my name is being dragged through the mud too. And I wasn't even a part of this, you know. Now all of a sudden I'm having to put my dukes up, you know. Now all of a sudden I'm having to fight for my job, right? Because now I got thrown into this mix. I'm sensing that. So if that's the case too, take a break for yourself. Again, try to be as objective as the situation as possible so you can learn to collaborate and move with other people, right? Yep, to the sea. So going with the flow, again with another Piscean energy card. So a lot of water here, guys. And then we have 24/7, right? And then blessed. Blessed has been coming out a lot in all these readings at the bottom of the deck. So just remember that you are blessed. You're a blessing to other people, your presence, your energy. Just remember to not get too stuck on it. Don't get too stuck on yourself. Don't get too stuck on this issue, on the problems, all right? Just try to remain positive. And if you can't control it, let it be, all right? Literally, to the sea. Just cast it astray. Just bye-bye, ta-ta, like, I'm not going to keep inserting myself into problems and hoping for a different solution that, like, never comes, right? All right. So we have communion. That's been such a theme. Everybody has been, like, partnerships, coming into contact with tribes and other people is such a huge theme for this month. Group work, all right? And group thinking, all right? Ooh, this just went nuts. I was like, where's all this smoke coming from? Who wants the smoke? All right, one more card, please, for Taurus. And 3. Ooh. Okay. Earth Force. And that's your energy here. So it's being practical, remaining grounded. Sorry, guys. Oh, my gosh. being practical and remaining grounded throughout this situation, because you are kind of like you're the anchor of all this. You're the sensible one. You're the reasonable one is really what I'm getting. And so, and all this green too, with Raphael being the angel, the archangel that's speaking to you specifically. So green, this is growth. I really think that this has to do with the collaborative situation where two people are just not seeing eye to eye, and you were the person in the middle of it. Again, try not to get too stubborn in this. Understand that there are both sides to the story. Both people are justified. Nobody's necessarily wrong or right. They're just looking at it differently, but you're going to have to be the one to articulate that and kind of help resolve this issue. You, the negotiator, okay? You're negotiating this because you're going to have to be the one that comes up with the truths. You're going to have to be the one that comes up with the plan on being like, I think that emotions are just running high right now. It's out of hand. If we just take some time and really look at the situation and understand on both around. I mean, y'all know the drill. So I think that you guys are stepping into that role. So more power to you. That's really great. I hope that you learned the lesson, I guess, to kind of mind your own business. Or like, at least that's going to be your attitude for the next couple of months, probably this summer. You're going to be like, look, I'm chiselling, all right? I'm not getting into nobody's nothing, all right? Don't call, don't write. If you don't have positive things to say and positive energy, then I cannot, man, hit me up in September, all right? Like, I really sense that type of energy from you guys, which I love, and support. Sometimes you just got to be like, don't come over here with that bullshit. We don't need it on this side. All right, shout out to Mac Miller. So anyways, with all that being said, Taurus, don't forget to check out that description box below. I truly appreciate your support, guys, and peace until next time.